We're glad you're with us. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terry Brewer. Believe it or not, it is almost back to school time again. It doesn't feel like school out there.
I can hardly believe it. I say this every year, but it seems like it is earlier and earlier.
Earlier every year.
People trying to get all those school supplies, and that can turn into a chunk of change, especially for all the families here locally recovering from the storms.
But there is help for those who need it and ways you can give help too. That's our top story tonight at 5 o'clock. It's called Operation Backpack. It's a joint effort among local school systems, the Salvation Army, Tuscaloosa's One Place, and several other businesses and churches. Their goal is to fill 10,000 backpacks with school supplies. Coordinator Pam Rogers says it's a great opportunity to help students get back on their feet.
We've really depended on donations, of people within the city and outside of the city. And we want every child to be served, and be nice if everyone was served once and not twice or 3 times. And then that we just, everybody come out and have a good time and get ready for school to start.
Backpacks and supplies will be handed out this Saturday from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. at these locations: Snow-Hidden Park, Northington Elementary, Central Primary, Huntington Place Elementary, Englewood Elementary, and Brookwood Elementary.
New for you at 5, educators from Alabama and Mississippi are at the capstone this week getting hands-on experience building cell phone apps. That's thanks to a $15,000 grant from a well-known name, Google. WVUA's Travis Leader shows you how teachers are working to bring mobile-made innovation into your child's classroom.
With just a click, a cell phone app can open a world of information, but using one and creating one are 2 different things.
Well, the mobile phone apps is something new that I'm getting into. And of course, if you've ever seen any kind of student or child, they have a smartphone in their hands and they're using apps. What we want to talk to them is, instead of just being a user of the app, why not be a creator of the app?
For 3 days, teachers learn hands-on techniques to teach their future students to build cell phone apps. University of Alabama professor Dr. Jeff Gray says students need more computer science education to be competitive in the job market.
Computer science grads had the highest number of job offers on average per graduates. We also have one of the top 5 salaries. So the average computer science student graduating in May 2011 was offered around $63,000 for a starting job. So there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of growth, a lot of potential, but our state's not preparing our students to take on those kind of jobs.
Teachers say learning computer skills can open a new world for students and help create a bright future.
The whole world is about creating your own, instead of just being a consumer, being someone who can create things for others to use. And we have very low numbers as far as people going into computer science, yet the need for jobs is just out the roof. And we want to provide those jobs here in Alabama.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
The University of Alabama is one of only 2 schools in the Southeast to get a grant from Google's Computer Science for High Schools program.
Tuscaloosa County school leaders are holding public budget hearings this week. The meetings are to discuss the 2012 fiscal year budget. Officials say the board must approve the budget in time to meet the State Department of Education's September 15th deadline. School leaders say they've lost $21 million in state funding over the last 3 years. They say it's important for the public to attend these meetings so they can have a better understanding of the school system's financial situation. There are meetings set for Tuesday and Wednesday. They start at 3 p.m. All meetings will be held at the central office on 9th Street. The public is invited to attend.
If you were denied financial assistance from FEMA, there may still be help available. FEMA says those who were denied have 60 days to appeal from the date of the letter. Officials say people could still apply for grants up to $30,000 or low-interest loans up to $200,000. A reminder, this is the last week FEMA's Disaster Loan Outreach Center will be open. The center is inside the Tuscaloosa City Hall Annex. Officials say it will close on Thursday. For questions, 1-800-621-3362.
With just a week left until the debt limit deadline, the debate over a solution continues on Capitol Hill. Democrats say their latest proposal is all about compromise. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid unveiled the plan this afternoon. It calls for $2.7 trillion in spending cuts over the next decade and would raise the nation's borrowing limit by August 2nd to avoid a government default.
It contains no revenues, and the amount of the cuts meets the amount of the debt ceiling increases.
Now, Republicans also unveiled a proposal. It would raise the debt ceiling through the end of the year, then require a second vote for 2012. Congress has until next Tuesday to reach a deal. President Obama will give a televised address tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll have the latest on WVUA News at 10.
The investigation continues in Norway's twin terror attacks. Suspect Anders Behring Breivik was in court this morning. Breivik confessing to bombing Oslo's government headquarters, then opening fire on young people at an island retreat. Breivik said the killings were marketing for his belief Europe should be saved from Muslim colonization. A judge has ruled Breivik will be held in complete isolation for 4 weeks. He says Breivik is claiming there are 2 more cells in his organization. Police have lowered the death toll from 93 to 76. People all over the world are now mourning the death of singer Amy Winehouse.
She was found dead inside her London apartment on Saturday. Winehouse had publicly struggled with drugs and alcohol for years. She cut her European concert tour short last month after she staggered around the stage and stumbled through several songs. An initial autopsy on the singer failed to determine a cause of death. Police are now waiting for the results of toxicology tests. Winehouse was 27 years old.